besties. Welcome back to the Bestie Talk podcast. I am your host, Kianna Jit, and today is season 2, episode 1, you guys. I am so excited to be back. Like, I am back, baby, and we are better than ever. If you are not watching this episode on YouTube, then you probably heard a little bit of like the intro that we are doing, but you might not know the new vibes that are coming for season 2. And I'm going to tell you a little bit about it. I'm going to tell you why I chose these vibes, why season 2 got a completely new makeover for Bestie Talk, and just what it means to me. And it's going to wrap into today's episode and the topic that we're going to be talking about today. And I think it's going to be a really good episode. It's going to be a really good fucking season. I am so excited, you guys. Like, I took a break. I definitely took like a longer break than I wanted to take. I ended up getting COVID. I mean, who the hell is getting COVID in 2025? I don't know, but apparently it was me. I got it last week and it knocked me on my ass. When I say it knocked me on my ass, you guys, I am not playing around. I was sick as hell and I was so upset because I just wanted to get back to filming. Bestie Talk season 2 was supposed to be starting last week. Literally last week, May 4th was supposed to be the premiere, and COVID done took me out, so we had to move it down one extra week, but divinely guided. Everything is divinely guided. Y'all know that about me. You know, I say it all the time. So everything is divinely guided. There's a reason why we had to wait an extra week. I have no idea what the reason is. The only one that knows what the reason is the universe. So we just gonna let them keep doing what they need to do, and we just keep doing what we need to do, okay? But I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the vibes for season 2. If you're not seeing this on YouTube, or if you haven't seen the Instagram, haven't seen the TikTok, we are going into our very much vintage era. 1920s is my favorite era. Old Hollywood glamour. Oh my God, I could die. If you don't know, my favorite movie in the entire world is The Great Gatsby. It's literally kind of the vibe of my wedding that I had with my husband. I mean, it was even in our wedding vows when I didn't write my wedding vows. We had like an officiant write them, and it was even in there. Like, Great Gatsby is my favorite movie of all time. And the reason why I love the 1920s so much and I love old Hollywood glamour, is because it's so alluring. It's so deep. It's so intimate. It is so rich in everything that it was, the colors, the drama, everything. And so was love. Like, love was so rich, and the love stories of back in the day were amazing. The movies, I mean, just everything. It was literally glamour. Like, I love it so much. And I wanted to bring that to you guys. Something about me too, if you don't know, is I am somebody who is so extra. Like, every single part of my life is very much to the top. When I say to the top, I mean like my business. When you walk in to my business, it's an experience from the second that you walk into the business to when you're laying on my table to when you're going to the bathroom. Like, it is an experience all throughout. The same thing with my husband's record store is an experience the whole time you are in that record store. It makes you feel like you are in a different universe, you're in a different timeline, different planet. And I want that to be the same thing for Bestie Talk. So that is what I am bringing for season 2. I hope you guys can appreciate all the little attention to detail that I love and appreciate so much. The reason why I'm so excited to do this for you guys is because it is my love letter to you. And this whole new season is not only a new season for Bestie Talk. It's not just a new season for me, but it's also going to be a new season for you as well. And it's going to make you fall madly, deeply, intensely in love with yourself. It is time that we stop being so madly, deeply in love with people that are outside of us, people that are toxic, people that don't deserve the love that we have for them, and start giving it to ourselves. So that's what season 2 of Bestie Talk is going to be all about. We are going to be falling madly, deeply, intensely in love with ourselves. So if you don't want to do that, if you genuinely don't want to fall in love with yourself, if you don't want to put yourself first, if you don't want to finally choose yourself after many, 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 many fucking years of choosing everybody else, then you might as well click off now, because because this is not the podcast for you. But if you do want to do all of that, this is where you are supposed to be right now. There is a reason why you are listening to the voice that is coming through the speakers right now. There is a reason why you chose this episode, that you chose this podcast, that you're listening to the message that I have for you today. There is a very specific reason. Nothing happens on coincidence. Everything happens on purpose, and you are supposed to fall madly in love with yourself. We were never, ever in a million years supposed to be so madly and deeply in love with somebody that is outside of ourselves that we continuously give ourselves up to that person. We were supposed to fall in love with ourselves and choose ourselves first. And so that's what season 2 of Bestie Talk is going to be. And I'm so excited for this new journey, this new exciting book that we are going to be starting. Today is chapter 1, page 1 of this new book. And I'm so excited to have you guys along the journey with me because, like I said, this journey is not just mine. It's not just Bestie Talks. It's ours. It is ours. We are all collectively, me, you, and every single other person that listens to this podcast, we are collectively on this journey of growing and evolving and learning to love ourselves effortlessly. So I'm so excited. That's what this new season is all about. That's why this new backdrop is here. That's why everything is changing. The colors, the vibes, everything is changing, but it's for the better. And so that leads us into today's topic. Today's topic is all about rebranding, reinventing yourself. What does that mean? Why do we do it? How should I do it? When should I do it? What the fuck is reinventing ourselves and why are people talking about it? What should I be doing? Should I be reinventing myself? I'm going to answer all of those questions in today's episode. So get your pen and paper out, girl, because we going to school. Okay. I want to talk a little bit about when I kind of came to conclusion of doing this rebrand and doing this reinvention of Bestie Talk. It was a couple months ago. If you don't know, well, if you haven't heard the little secrets, little tips that I've been giving throughout season 1 of Bestie Talk, I have been working on this for months. When I say months, you guys, I'm not joking. Okay, I think I did the photo shoot for Bestie Talk season 2 in March. It wasn't even in April. It was in March. So this has been in the works for a long time. And it took a long time to even get to the point of doing the photo shoot because I had to finally decide to finally do it. And I just literally, I'm not kidding you. One day I woke up and I was talking to Miranda. If you don't know, Miranda is the brains behind Bestie Talk. She is the person who is helping me. She's helping me with lighting. She's helping me film. She's the one who edits. She is quite literally the brains behind Bestie Talk. So I was talking to Miranda about it and I was just literally like, do you ever just like wake up one day and you want to like completely become a different person? And she kind of looked at me and was like, bitch, what? And I was like, I just want to become a different person. Like I need to shed my skin. I need to grow. I need to evolve. I want to change into a different person. If you know Kianna, me, aka, you know Pink. When you think of my name, like if you know me in my hometown and just online, I think most people think of the color pink and they think of girly pop and Y2K and all of that. And as much as I loved that so much, that was an era of the old me, of all the things that I went through, years ago, and I needed to evolve. I need to grow from that. And so I got this itch that I needed to change and I wanted to change everything. Like, mind you, I can't be changing my salon now, but I can change everything else. What am I known for? What colors do you think of when you think of Kianna? What vibes do you think of when you think of me? All of that I could change. So I started to slowly gather my things. What did I want to become? What did I want to be known for? And one of the main things that I wanted to be known for was depth. And when I say depth, I mean true, authentic, deep conversations about true things that are going on in our lives, things that people don't want to talk about, that are scared to talk about. I'm going to be able to sit up on a couch and talk openly and candidly about every single thing that is going on in my life. And I wanted to be known as somebody who has extreme depth within her heart and her soul, because that's truly who I am to my core, but that's not what I was being known for. Okay. So I decided to, completely revamp, rechange, and all of that stuff. But I want to talk to you guys a little bit about how you are going to know when you need to rebrand, when you need to reinvent yourself. And there is a difference between closing a chapter in your life and closing the whole book. I want you to think of your life as a collection of books, and each book is a different part of your life. So when I say that there is a chapter that is closing, we are still in one book. But when I say the book is closing, we are moving on to the next book in the saga. Think of Twilight, okay? We've got Twilight, what is it? Twilight Eclipse, or I want to say it's Twilight Eclipse, New Moon, Breaking Dawn. I could be completely wrong. I'm so sorry. That would be embarrassing. As much as I love Twilight, I'm getting the books wrong. So if I am, ignore me. Don't quote me, okay? But if we're looking at a collection of books, that is our life. And so when I'm closing this pink chapter or this pink book of my life, it is one era of my life that I am closing, and I'm moving on to the next era, to the next book of my life, and then I will be closing chapters. And you will realize sometimes when you're just living life, you're living your life in the same book, that there is chapters that close that happen without you even realizing it's happening. Like you get a new job, you move, you get new friends, you go to this new coffee shop and you start going every single day. Those are new chapters that happen in your life. But when you are closing a book, when you are ending it, it is the end of that book. It is the end of that era in your life. You will feel an itch. You will feel this feeling like, I need to reinvent myself. I need to become a better person. I want to change. I want to evolve. I want to grow. I want to be known for something bigger and better. I want to be a different person that I was before. I want to heal. I want to work on my traumas, all of that stuff. That is when you are closing a book in your life. It is when you are closing an era in your life. And in order to do that, in order to actually reinvent yourself and to move on in the next book in the collection, you need to purge out everything that was in the old book. Okay? Because the old book is done. It's done. You can't go back. You can't rewrite. It's already been published. You can't go back and change and edit and do anything like that. Okay. It's done. You have to wash your hands and be done with it. But you need to purge it out. If you are known, like look at me, Kianna, okay? I'm known for the pink, the girly pop, the Y2K, all of that stuff. I need to purge it all out. I need to change everything. I need to let go of all of that stuff that no longer serves me. And that goes down to like people who are around you. That goes down to even clothing that you wear. It goes down to the makeup that you put on, the things that you consume inside your body, the everything. I was a huge energy drinker. Like you guys, when I say huge energy drinker, like me and my husband, one thing about my husband, he be drinking energy drinks every single day. I can't change the man. I'm not going to even try to waste my time trying to change that. Okay. He's been an energy drinker since before I met him. But me, I was drinking energy drinks the same. Like every single day, I need an energy drink. If not, I was going to fucking crash. I was not going to be able to stay awake. And I really wanted to change that. I don't want to be, that does not align with who I see myself becoming. And if it doesn't align with who I see myself becoming, it needs to leave. It needs to be gone. It needs to be purged. It needs to go away. So I need to cut that habit out. Okay. So every single thing that happens in your life or that you do in your life that you do not see that aligns with what you see yourself becoming, you need to purge it out. You need to let it go. You can cut it cold turkey. You can slowly, diminish it and slowly scale it back. You can do whatever it is that makes it easier for you, but you need to purge out the things that no longer serve you and the things that don't align with this new version of yourself, this new book. Every single time we see collections of books, right? It's the same vibe, right? Let's look at Twilight. Okay, it's the same vibe. It's the same thing, but there's new characters that get introduced. There's a little underlining theme, but things are changing. The book covers look different. There's new characters, there's new settings, there's new scenes, there's new problems, there's new drama, there's new challenges. But every single new drama, new challenge, new setting that happens, the characters are more equipped to handle those scenarios because of the things that they learned from the book before. right? So it's the same thing in your life. You are going to, when you move on to the next book, so me moving on to this next book of season 2, Bestie Talk, and reinventing myself, I am better equipped to handle the things that are going to come into my life, the things that I'm going to have to deal with, the new problems, the new drama, the new whatever that is going to come into my life here moving on forward. I'm better equipped to handle those things because of the things that I learned in my last book of my life, the last era of my life. Now I am equipped. Now I have these tools that I can use to help me better move forward and better navigate those things in my life. So, don't ever write off the things that you dealt with before, those things that you struggled with before, because the reason why you went through those things is because now you will be better equipped in your new era of life, your new book of life. You will be able to handle it so much better because you went through what you went through in your past. So don't ever, 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 ever write off something, and don't ever discredit the trauma and the things that you've been through. Yes, that shit fucking hurt, but you went through it and you overcame it and you are better for it. And now the shit that's going to come forward to you later on in life, you're going to be able to handle it a lot better. You're going to be a lot more stronger. You're going to be able to handle your emotions a lot better. You're going to be able to put your boundaries up. So never ever write off the things that you've dealt with before in the past, in the last book, because they're going to help you in this book. Okay. You have to understand that not everybody is meant to go where you were supposed to go. I know that it hurts and I know that it sucks that when you close those books or you close those chapters in your life, that you are going to realize that the people that helped you in those books or in those chapters in your life, they helped you out through those times. Unfortunately, you have to let them be where they are now because you cannot take them where you are going, because they are not going to be able to help you with what you are going to have to go through in this next chapter of your life or this next book of your life. You have to understand that sometimes people don't grow at the same speed you grow, and sometimes people don't see the vision the way you see it. Earlier today, let's just this example, okay? Something about me, I love fashion, y'all. If you don't know, now you know. I love fashion. I've loved fashion since I was a little girl. There's a reason why I love brats, okay? I love fashion. And I was out shopping with my friends, and oh my god, I love 80s coastal grandma. Oh my god, so cute. I love the whole vibe. It's such a cute vibe. My friends, they hate it. They look at me like I'm fucking nuts, and then I have 5 heads coming out of me, and they're like, "Girl, what the hell are you talking about?" And I'm like, "You guys just don't get it. You guys just don't get it." And you have to understand that is how it's going to be in all aspects of your life, not just like little fashion with your friends, but there's things that you are going to see and that you are going to want in your mind. You're going to see them so vividly and so clearly that other people, though, they are not going to see what you see. And that is okay because they're not meant to see what you see. They're not meant to have the dreams that you have. They're not meant to have the visions that you have. And that's okay. Leave them where they're at. Do not try to force them to come forward in this next chapter, in this next book of your life, because they aren't supposed to be there. Leave people where they're at. Do not expect people to be where you are because they didn't go through the things that you went through and they didn't experience the things that you experienced to be able to be where you are at. So leave them where they are. If eventually they grow and they can help you later on, the universe will always bring them back. You have to understand that people aren't going to heal at your speed. People aren't going to think the way you think, and you can't force them to. And you have to be able to trust in the universe that if eventually down the road, somehow, some way you guys become aligned again, that's okay. And that's not even just with people, but that's with places and that's with things. There's a reason why some people move off and move away from their hometown for years, and all of a sudden it aligns back and they're supposed to be back into their hometown, and it feels amazing to be back. It's because things grow and evolve and the universe is doing what it needs to do. So don't ever force the hand of the universe when you are moving on and you are reinventing yourself, because things aren't supposed to go with you. Some things aren't supposed to go with you, some things are. And if you ever feel like you you are struggling, that there is too much of a struggle for something to happen, or for your friend to come with you, or for you to move on to somewhere, or for you to stay in one place. There's something that is always coming up and you cannot stay in one place. Understand that that's the universe doing what it needs to do. That's the universe divinely guided. It's trying to force you into doing something else, and you are being defiant and you are just thrashing and throwing a fit and not wanting to do it. You need to learn to trust the universe. Moves on to our next and last step is trusting the divine, trusting the universe, trusting your intuition. There is a reason. I don't know what reason it is, but there is a reason that I felt so called to reinvent my life, to completely change what I'm known for, completely change my aesthetic, completely change my vibe. There is a reason. I don't know what the reason is yet, but the universe put that feeling, put that intuition, put that thought in my mind for a reason, and I follow through with it faithfully. Okay, you want me to do it? Fine, that's what I'm going to do. And later down the road, when whatever happens, I'm going to look back and I'm going to be like, that's why. That's why I needed to do it. That's why I felt so called to make sure that people know that I am known for my depth. I am known for my authenticity. There's a reason why everything happens. There's a reason why dreams are put into your mind, and there's a reason why visions are put into your mind. And sometimes you just need to trust. How many times do you hear these amazing stories of these amazing artists and songwriters, or just people, huge people that have like done amazing things in their lives, and they're like, I don't know why, I don't know what happened, but I just felt I needed to do this, and then boom, I got my big break. There, that's their intuition. That is the universe. So trust me when I say that happens for you too. There is nothing different between you and that huge artist that you idolize and that has done world tours and has done amazing things. There is absolutely nothing different. The only difference between you and that person is that they listen to their intuition, and they lead with their intuition, and they trust in their intuition, and they trust into the universe, and they just do what they feel in their heart and look at where it has led them. That is the only difference between you and your dream artist or your idol that you look up to. So if you start to just start a little bit, start to lead with your intuition. You have a dream in your mind, you have a rebrand in your mind, a reinvention in your mind. Somehow, some way, it's now put into your brain. Trust it. Go forward with it, move forward with it, and then watch what fucking happens. Because, babe, trust me when I say, when you feel those things in your heart for a reason, you don't even know what the universe has in store for you, okay? There's reasons why randomly, my husband, I'm going to open up a record store. And if he didn't lead with intuition, if he didn't lead with trusting in the universe and trusting in divine, where would he be? He would be stuck working at a warehouse job, miserable. No, but now he has opened up his dream job, and he's helping his community. He's growing, he's having connections. He's being able to meet so many amazing people. He's getting to be inspired every single day. And it's an amazing thing. So imagine if he had not led with his intuition and trusting in the universe. Sometimes you have to gamble, and you have to just trust that the universe has got your back. There's going to be times, I'm not going to lie, where you fall flat on your face, but that's okay, because those things are also lessons too. There's a reason why those things happen too. And I know you're probably like, bitch, you cannot tell me that me failing, there was a reason for it. Yes, I'm so sorry, but you failing, there was a reason for it. You needed to learn a lesson somewhere within that you just weren't learning before. And now you've learned the lesson, and now you're going to go on to your next thing, and you're going to follow through, and you're going to be able to grow bigger and better from that. Okay? I love you guys so very much. I'm so excited that we are in season 2. I cannot believe we are in season 2, you guys. You know what? Actually, I can fucking believe it. I can believe that we are in season 2, but I am honestly so proud of my damn self, and I'm proud of you, and I'm proud of Miranda, and I'm proud of every single buddy, because we are taking this thing all the way down to the fucking top. Mark my words. Mark my words. We are taking this thing all the way to the top. We are going to make an army of badass bitches who love themselves authentically, deeply, and intensely. And I'm so fucking proud of it. I love you guys so much. And I will see you guys next week on the next episode of the Bestie Talk Season 2. I'll see you later. Bye.